When I heard that Disney was remaking The Jungle Book again, I honestly didn't care. I mean, I didn't really grow up with the 1967 version. I think I might have seen it once or twice, so I have zero nostalgia for The Jungle Book. And thus, I had zero expectations going into this new 2016 version. Heck, I don't even remember how the story ends. So I went into this new Jungle Book not really sure what exactly to expect, and I was pleasantly surprised by it. Turns out this new version isn't just a good kids movie, it's a good movie. People have been talking up how great the CGI is in this movie, and rightfully so. I mean, it's stunning. It's the first time in a long time I immediately wanted to come home and look up just how the heck they pulled this off. I mean, obviously talking animals don't look real, but they looked pretty darn real. I think the smartest thing this movie did was actually use a lot of restraint when it came to how expressive the faces of the various animals were. Obviously, talking animals are always gonna look fake to one degree or another, right? But if you pause this movie at any point, the animals always look like animals. They never look like cartoons. This really heightened the realism of the movie for me, and I was amazed how much I cared about each one of the characters. I normally don't like movies where animals and humans communicate with each other. It just kind of takes me out of the story because I never can get over like how ridiculous it feels. But this was the first movie maybe that I've ever seen where I was able to let that go and just get into the story. If you watch the behind the scenes of this movie, Neil Sethi, the kid who played Mowgli, basically had an impossible job. He always had to be acting with stuff that like wasn't actually going on around him. And all things considered, he did a pretty good job. And I didn't know this going into the movie, but they actually decided to keep some of the music from the original 1967 version. And as it was happening, I kept thinking, why doesn't this feel out of place? Because the tone of the movie is like pretty serious, and then you have these like really goofy bare necessity songs going on. I think it worked because it was like the movie was aware of how silly it was, and it kind of played that up. I don't know, I thought it was good. As for things about the movie that I didn't like, I mean, it kind of started to lose steam heading into the third act. I also felt like maybe there should have been more Baloo in the movie. Like by the time his and Mowgli's friendship is supposed to mean something to the audience, it doesn't quite feel earned yet. There's also a short section near the middle of the movie where Scarlett Johansson plays a snake, and it's pretty much just there for exposition purposes, and it's the only part of the movie that took me out of the story. Which I guess is actually a testament to how well the rest of the story is told, because that one scene just felt really, really out of place. Other than those things, it was just fun hanging out in this world for a while. I mean, I'm not dying to see this movie again anytime soon, but I'm definitely glad I saw it. If you're looking for a good movie to take the family to, or you just want to see a movie where CGI actually enhances the movie instead of distracts, definitely check out The Jungle Book. And hey, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's video, where we're gonna be talking all about this week's announcement that we're getting 4 Avatar sequels. God help us. See you tomorrow. The action in this movie actually looks like it's gonna be fun, because superhero movies are just inherently ridiculous, right? So I'm looking forward to a superhero movie that actually plays that up.